Now, what's going on with the 76ers? And yo,
Trash.
one day we're gonna have to talk about Paul George. Looked like he's where Melo was at in 2017.
Oh, he's washed.
I wouldn't say wash, but he's not getting you over no hump, like
Nah.
not at this stage.
That's why I think he's washed.
Yeah, like Embiid is gonna have to carry this shit.
Yeah.
Paul George is a better option versus what they had from before.
Yeah, Paul George not that defender anymore either, bro. I think he leaves on the 2019 rep a lot.
Yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
because I found it funny because going up against the Knicks, they had Paul George not defend OG.
No,
Now,
Paul George is living off of old reputation now.
yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense because OG was tearing them apart because that was a
Yeah.
mismatch. They rather had the other smaller players play him, and I'm like, Paul George should be guarding him.
Yeah, no, Paul George is really living on that 2019 Oklahoma City Thunder MVPG era, you know?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna shoot podcast piece and Bill. It's still early. He might be working
Look,
his way. I don't know how. Let me ask you a question. When the Clippers had ended last season, was Paul George hurt?
the Clippers ended last season, Paul George.
Because I don't understand how
I
he
think
started off this
he was
season hurt,
relatively healthy, no?
unless he had surgery off season. Like I'm like, why is he playing in like the sixth game of the year or whatever?
I remember
Whatever
Kawhi
game
was
he came
hurt,
back.
and I think did PG get hurt last? Let me make sure, bro.
Because I don't remember him being hurt.
Bro, the thing is with him, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Paul George in playoffs, bro, like is either hurt or he's choking.
Yeah,
They played the Suns the previous year,
yeah, he did.
2023.
Yeah, he did. He was healthy.
Yeah, he was healthy then.
Yeah, he had a bad playoff series, but game 4 he had 7 points. He
Oh, okay. Then maybe
yeah
he probably was dealing with injury with that 7 points.
yeah he played. Wow, he played 40. It's crazy. He had some bad games. Yo,
Yeah, he had
in
some
game
stinkers.
let me see, game 5 he played 33 minutes, 15 points, and in game 6 42 minutes, 18 points.
And that's what probably made the Clippers confident moving out from him, you know?
Wow, I'm looking at the shooting percentages. 40%, 27, 30, 33. Wow, he only had 2 good games in that whole series.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think Paul George, look, man, I love his program, bro, but man, he does not look like he moves well anymore.
Yeah, it happens like that. It happens like that. Again, with Melo, people will never like to admit, man, Melo, his shit started going downhill even before 2017. Like,
Oh, 100%. It went down like 2015, 2016.
yeah, yeah, around that
Yeah.
time, it was like
But the thing is,
once he had
he
that
had the
knee
green light.
surgery.
The thing is, he always had the green light, so he was scoring like crazy, which earned him all sort of spots.
Exactly. Once you start seeing guys
Yeah.
like Paul George average 22, 20, and they're getting max deals for averaging 20, you know it's
Yeah.
over. Like it's the beginning stages of he might end up averaging 15 points a game when Tyrese comes back. Like 15, 18.
Be a hustle, Tobias Harris, and hopefully better.
Yeah, he might be in the Tobias Harris role.
Yeah. But the thing is, you gotta have to hope that he's good. Like he becomes a good off-ball player.
Yeah, let me see. Paul George. What has he been doing without
But dude,
Tobias?
his contract looks like dog shit, man. Paul George's.
Yeah, so he went
As of right now, he might have the worst contract next to Jamal Murray.
Yeah, look, he went up against Orlando, tough defense, scored 13
Yeah.
points
Yeah.
in 36 minutes. And then it went up against Miami. That's another smart defense, scored 18 points. And this is without Embiid and Maxey in these games. No Embiid, no Maxey.
Yeah.
So yeah, Paul George is in charge of this whole team. Yeah. Oh man, it's so game in Miami. Miami kind of blew them out. Let me see. Orlando. That's tough. Him going up against Orlando by himself in 2024. 4-15. It makes
Yeah.
sense. But he had 4 steals though. Orlando must have been sloppy with the ball.
Also, hey, Nick Nurse, bro. What a like. How the fuck does your reputation fall to the gutter that quick?
Nick Nurse is in. He's in Philly, right?
Yeah,
Um,
you
he
go
ne-
from one of the best coaches to like, what the fuck?
no, he did okay last season, but I think he
And
needs.
as of right now, bro, 2 of 11. Like,
Yeah, he
like,
needs
let's
he,
be
he
honest,
needs
we slandering
Maxi.
Doc Rivers right now, but
No, but
nah,
honestly, look at Philly's roster though. Outside of
it's dog
Embiid and
shit.
Paul George, it's really you got Kyle Lowry, you got Jerry McCain, you got the French guy that dunked on LeBron that looks extra slow in the NBA.
Yeah,
You got Eric
Yabusale.
Gordon. Eric Gordon could barely crack the rotation.
Yeah,
Kelly Oubre is not really playing as well
Drummond's
as
their
he did
best.
the last
Drummond is
season.
probably like their best 6 man.
Yeah, but
And he
Drummond
got no
plays the
offensive
same.
move.
Drummond plays the same type of defense as Embiid. He's a slow
Yeah,
center, so they're in drop back all the time. So it's crazy. You got and then you're desperate when you get Reggie Jackson.
all right. Jackson at this point is like the last year of his career.
Yeah, Philly's too top heavy. They're way too top
Yeah,
heavy. You're paying Embiid, Maxi, Paul George. You're way too top heavy. Way too top heavy. I mean, you could tell from the rest of the roster. They got Eric Gordon. I mean, the Kelly Oubre, he played really good last season. That he's worth to re-sign. But you got Reggie Jackson. Like, it's man, you play against teams that have multiple players who could shoot. Like you could even look at the Knicks. Who like once you get Embiid on Karl Anthony Towns, OG on Paul George, who the hell is defending Mikal Bridges after that?
yeah.
And Paul George now he's at his age, you're probably gonna have to put Kelly Oubre on OG or someone else, and then someone else is
You're
gonna
gonna
have to
have to put a
defend
hustle
Mikal.
player, and none of these players are as quick to defend any like OG or strong enough to defend OG and an OB
Yeah, I
or
personally
who else.
I don't even think Paul George could defend Mikal for a whole game.
Bro, then you have a problem because how the fuck are you gonna guard, for example, Franz Wagner and Paulo Benchir? How are you gonna guard Evan Mobley when he comes to town? How are you gonna guard the Milwaukee Bucks if they ever become good again? A lot of teams. How the fuck are you gonna guard them then?
Yeah, it's a tough scenario.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
tough scenario
Jalen
for
Brown,
Philly to
Jason
figure
Tatum,
out.
Jason Brown. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown.
Ooh, and then
That's another.
Derek White, and then
Derek White.
all
Yep,
these
yep.
fucking Pritchard and Hauser and these guys is if you don't close out on these guys fast enough, they're gonna knock down threes right on you.
I didn't even go to the West.
Yeah, OKC. Imagine them going up against OKC.
Versatile in every position. Imagine going up against like Julius Randle, and Julius Randle plays like a physical beast. Anthony Edwards, Nas Reed. You have to go up against. You have to go against Kevin Durant. You already know Kevin Durant's gonna get his buckets when he comes back. You have to go up against LeBron, Anthony Davis. I could just bring up billions of examples. The Dallas Mavericks with those guys. A lot of examples. If Dallas ever figures it out. Too many examples you can mention. The Rockets with how young these guys are and how much they run to get their baskets and how great defense they play, kind of tiring out the offense.